You've been in the business since, as far as I can tell, the early 70s, maybe the late 60s. And you started in theater. Is that correct? You started like in the theater world.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then you made that transition of theater into Hollywood. Can you kind of speak on what that transition was like and kind of maybe the pros and cons of each industry?
Well, in those days, you know, theater was like, something that, how can I say, um, you know, you don't get a second take in theater. You know? 1 second, let me put this
Sure.
camera. You don't get a second take. If you're on stage, if you're good, you're good, and the audience lets you know that. And so um, I was taught by a great teacher, Lloyd Richards, who will live on forever in my being, and appreciation for him giving me understanding about acting. Because before I met Lloyd, I thought acting, as I've said many times before, you memorize the lines and you say them. And Lloyd was saying, okay, now become. I said, what does that mean? He said, Bill, once you learn the lines, you have to fall into darkness backward. And whatever comes up, you have become the character. And once he taught me that, I realized it wasn't acting, it was becoming. And that's why the great actors like Denzel and Meryl Streep, when you watch them,
And you.
they're not acting.
And
They
you.
actually have become those people.
That is, I love that. I saw your interview with T.I., who, again, I'm a huge fan of T.I.
Directing for me, I started out in directing theater, and then I went to Boston University and then NYU School of the Arts and the American Film Institute. At the American Film Institute, they really taught me two things, I think I call it entertainment, but it's really like, yes, you have to be able to make the investor their money back by appealing to the audience and literally counting how many audience members there are for that and what percentage you have to sell to make the investor their money back. So it was about business. But then they taught me that within that context, you can put a little nuggets in there for people to feel and think about. And so that taught me a great, great deal.